Welcome and thank you everybody for viewing this presentation. I know you're all going to be viewing it in the comfort of your own homes, but nevertheless, it is a very important part of our future at CC Diner and Ice Cream in our business, and a good opportunity for you to take advantage of this opportunity to be a part of the future for our business and help us move into our next phase to retain our market share in the quick service here in Crescent City, quick service restaurant marketplace, and to regain some lost market share that we've experienced over the last 6 months. So just a quick review of who we are. We are CC Diner and Ice Cream, and we've been an important part of this community since 2006. It's been a long time. We offer specialty burgers that we're very proud of, with unique ingredients and unique combinations that offer flavor profiles to the customer. Various sides: sweet potato fries, deep fried mushrooms, chicken nuggets, battered fries, onion rings, deep fried pickles, all sorts of different things, and over 30 ice cream flavors that we use in our sundaes and milkshakes. The challenges that we face increased competition. As you all know, here in the community since COVID, people have gotten on the Instagram and the TikTok kick with all the cooking, and there's been a bunch of new startups, people who wanted to get out there and fulfill their passion, and that's taken a slice out of our market share, because with the more competition that there is in the small community, people have more options and places they want to go and try. In addition, we've had Chipotle open. We've had more pizza places open. Chain restaurants have remodeled and reopened. So there's, for our slice of the pie, the quick service, it's become more competitive. There's rising food costs from the inflation that we've experienced since COVID that's driven up our costs from our suppliers, and also we've had to pass that cost along to the customer. That's cut into their dollar, which is competing for their time going out, plus their grocery market shopping and the things that they do with their expendable income. So that's created a competitive force that's put pressure on our sales. And evolving consumer preferences. That goes along with the TikTok and the Instagram and all the beautiful videos out there of food and the expectation from what people want when they go out. They want something that's a little bit different and a little bit edgy. And we have improved our presentation, going to the tin metal baskets for our sides and the stainless steel trays that we serve our burgers on now. You guys need to stop. That we serve our burgers on now. We increased presentation, but we also have to cater to changing preferences among our customer base. So our goal is to develop innovative and profitable menu items while maintaining the same authenticity that we've had since we've begun. We're not copycats. We don't copy. Everything that we do is original, and it comes from us and from our heart. I don't like stepping on other people's toes of what they do. That doesn't mean we can't be ambitious and innovative and look for new things that we can put together to try to meet an evolving consumer preference. You guys, stop. Sorry about that. My dogs like to play and they get excited when there's a lot of talking going on. So, as I said, there are current challenges that we're facing. There's been 3 new startups recently in the community, 2 of which have taken things directly from our menu and offer them in their restaurants. The third one is Chipotle. We had the Chipotle open up, and that's cut into everybody's sales. So we've lost a percentage of our market share in the quick service industry. We used to be over somewhere in the 50% range. We're down to 20% of the market share, 27% of the market share for the quick service in Crescent City. That's a big dip. You go from around 45% to 27%. On a daily sales basis, that's hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Plus, we've got the rising costs. 25% in food costs and rise in food costs, right, since COVID with the inflation. And in addition, we've had to pay you all more in minimum wage, and we want to stay above minimum wage. We don't want to just pay minimum wage. So we've always been competitive and tried to be ahead of the curve on minimum wage. But that's driven up costs on our end that we have to pass along in the price of our menu items. So we have these two things that have put an upward pressure on our menu prices. And again, that's going to cut into our bottom line, and in addition, our customers' expendable income. So what we want to keep in mind is that we want to create innovative items that are profitable. In addition, this is me. This is me right here. I have an emotional attachment to the current menu, and that has prolonged what's needed to happen, and this is needed to happen. I love our menu. Like I said earlier, it's authentic. It's me. I've put everything I have into it. And these menu items, they might not be profitable, but I think they're pretty and I'm emotionally connected to them. And so that's prolonged this, and it's needed to happen. And that's been difficult for me to overcome, but I'm ready. So what are we seeking? What do we want from you? What is the role that you can play in the opportunity that's in front of you? Well, we want a refreshed menu. A combination of popular items, combined popular items, things that maybe already be popular in the menu, but also with a modern flair. Something that caters to an evolved and a changing consumer preference. We want to optimize profitability and eliminate unprofitable items from our menu. So if it's not making money right now, or not making a 40% food cost, we got to get rid of it, and I have to be okay with that. Then eventually, once we have our new menu items, we're going to have to train the staff on any new procedures with new ingredients, assembly of items, storage of items, ordering of items, and suggest what the recipe for the items, so that they can then tell the customer and prepare it properly. Nice little graphic with some interesting combinations on there. So what's the scope of this project? What do we have to do? What is it going to be? If you want to move on this, if you want to be involved, what is it going to look like? Well, we have to conduct some market research. We're going to have to look at dining trends, right? And you can find from the National Restaurant Association's reports and other things, and I'll show you more links later, about what the evolving consumer preferences actually look like for quick service dining. We also want to investigate our local competition and gain insight. What are they doing that's different? Not necessarily so that we can steal ideas, perhaps not to step on other people's toes, or maybe they're doing something that we can do better. We have to perform a menu analysis, and that's a cost price analysis, right? We're going to identify the things that have strong sales and identify what's underperforming, and then see what is meeting that 40% food cost margin and what's not, and dump it. We're going to dump those items that don't meet that 40%, or we'll raise it if it's a popular item. We can raise it to a level where it does meet that criteria. Then we're going to need new menu items, and this is what you'll be proposing. 5 to 8 innovative new items that align with our mission to make the world a more awesome place, one burger at a time, to be authentically us, and that meet our 40% food cost, that caters to changing consumer preferences, and that and then I need a breakdown of those recipes, the costs, and the sourcing recommendations where we can find those items for those new proposed menu items. We're going to need to know what we need, how we're going to have to train people to put these new items together, and what staff training is going to have to look like. And then a marketing plan. Now, we do a lot of social media with our marketing, but we also partner with the local radio station from time to time when they do telethons and they have us on to talk about things. We also work with the local sports programs at the high school, and we get involved with many fundraisers at the high school when they are raising money for graduating classes and things of that nature. Local churches, when we do fundraisers, when they're sending missions teams or kids are trying to raise money for scholarships and things like that. So those local partnerships can be used to promote these new menu items. And once we're working towards full implementation, we'll begin gathering feedback from our customers and analyzing the data from the sales. And if we need to make any adjustments to the new items or to our marketing or to our cost price analysis, we can do that once we've evaluated and gathered feedback. Important things to keep in mind when we move towards, when you're moving towards being a part of this plan. We need to keep some detailed information about what we find when we're doing our research, when we're combing trends on the internet. We want to know why something is popular, where it's popular. Something that's popular in the Southeast may not be popular in the Northwest. We want to make sure that what we're suggesting and what we're looking for is mission focused. It's got to be us. So if we're looking at a smoked brisket, something that involves smoke, we don't smoke brisket. That's not us. We don't do that. So that wouldn't be a mission focused item because it wouldn't be authentically us. And we also need to keep we need to provide cost analysis for our new menu items. We want to be done, the timeline, we want to make sure that we're done by spring break 2024, which is going to be next March, because we get tremendous amount of tourism and a lot of foot traffic in this community, and that would be great to take advantage of those tourists because they always hit us up when they're in town. So if you do need any funding for research, you can use the internet at the diner. You can see me if you feel like you need money for shopping around to try other places and sample what they've got going on. For products testing, we have to order things and get them in stock so you can put things together and test some stuff out. And any money that you would think, how long you would think it would need to train people on the new procedures and recipes and whatnot for training. So that would be a cost too that would be footed by the diner. When you do have a proposal, it will be evaluated on the relevance to our mission and its innovative nature. Is it creatively possible? Is it something that is about who we are, and is it feasible for us to do? Does it align with our values? Does it respect our history, our authenticity, and our mission to make the world a more awesome place, one burger at a time? And it doesn't have to be a burger. We have wraps, and wraps make the world a more awesome place, one wrap at a time. But that's our motto. We want to make sure that it's respecting our heritage, our legacy, and our place in the community. And we want to make sure that it's cost effective and that it's maximizing our profitability while controlling the cost of it. If we're going to sell a sandwich, I made a huge mistake years ago. I was doing a big promotion. I was trying to do a bunch of different burgers from all the different states, and I did a Beverly Hills burger. That's what I called it. Bad name. But it had arugula and a grass-fed patty, and it had Dijon mayo, and it was on a ciabatta roll, and it was this, and it was that, and it had all this fancy stuff. And the cost was just way too high. Nobody bought it. That's not our market. Nobody's going to come in and drop $25, $26 on a burger and fries. We got to keep it down to a place where it's affordable to our customers. You guys stop. The timeline is that we're going to be up and rolling. I want to know what you guys are thinking, who wants to be involved, and your ideas for moving forward by the 5th of January, so after Christmas, after New Year. Once everything's settled down and we're back in full swing, we want to get rolling on the 25th of January. All your research and your ideas and any changes that you want to make and data you've collected about our cost price analysis, market research should be ready and compiled by the 25th of January. That's 20 days. You should have all your research done, eating in the community, scoping the internet, looking at what needs to change and what directions you want to go by the 25th of January. Then you've got until the 5th of January to put together the menu items that you want to propose, the 5 to 8 menu items you want to propose, and the menu items that should come off of our menu because they're not profitable. Then by the 15th of February, we'll be rolling on those items. We'll be testing them out. We'll be seeing how they perform. We'll be putting them together, and we'll be implementing them into our menu piece by piece, publicizing them on Facebook, running ads, doing those things, and so that we know what's working and what's not, can make our adjustments, gather our feedback, so that by spring 2025, we have our new menu fully rolled out and ready for the tourist season. These are the references and resources that will be available that you can use. Technomic, they have a great gathering of restaurant data from across the United States. Mintel, Data Central, the National Restaurant Association. These are all places where trends and articles are written by people in the industry, by other businesses, by market analysts, so you can see what the culinary trends are, what's being done in other places, and what could possibly work for us. Cisco and US Foods, both of our suppliers, have cost analysis tools. You can see how much each item costs per unit, per case. You can break that down, and they have a price cost calculator in there that tells you if something's profitable and if it's not, to tool it in for that near 40% food cost. And then obviously for our sales, to see what's popular or not, you can use our Touch Bistro point of sale system. And I can get you logged into all of this stuff. This stuff you can find on your own. I can get you logged into all of that and provide you with access so that you can get that data, and it'll help you make those decisions. So in summary, CC Diner and Ice Cream, you and me, have an opportunity to refresh the menu and honor our 18-year legacy. To focus on retaining loyal customers and attract new ones and get returning customers who've made other choices right now with their expendable income with competitors. And we can look forward together to innovative proposals that align with our mission. So that's what the future holds. It's a great opportunity for you guys to step up and be a big part of our future. And I look forward to seeing what you've got and hearing from you, and I'm available anytime. Thank you very much.